So here we are headed out to day 2 of the home quarter dragon drive. We had a great day yesterday. I got new passengers, new crew today, and we're looking to have another run. We're gonna get out there, make a couple quick changes to the car, and get ready to go racing. Had a bit of a rain this morning, but it's sunny and nice now. So ideally, we're gonna have a great day for a drive, great day to make a few passes. So let's get after it. Well, it's raining on the way out there. Hopefully this doesn't last, because that would really make for a crappy morning, but I guess we'll see. I guess I won't get in any real rush to throw my race tires on when I get there. Who knows, it's 15-20 minutes away, maybe it'll be nice and dry there. Here's hoping. Well, everything looks good here. No issues, but I knew there wouldn't be. This is probably the second safest place on the planet to leave your stuff, but let's get out or get unloaded, get changed over and ready to run here. Looks like I'm gonna be willing to bet that they're gonna start early again today, because it's just on the verge of being crappy. So let's get her done. So I got my tires swapped around. I added a couple degrees of timing, and it seemed to really like it based on the vacuum gauge especially. So I probably should put a little bit more in it. The bad thing is I'm kind of thinking that the numbers on my balancer are not correct. So it's not something I'm going to be able to screw with this weekend, but I'm just going to have to more or less time it by what the engine likes, and we'll hope for the best. But I'm going to take my timing wrench with me on the road today, because I did dial some timing into it, hoping it's not going to start pinging. I really don't think it is, but I guess we'll see. And that's it. We're ready to race. I decided I'm going to take the air cleaner off this today, because I didn't yesterday. I forgot again. But either way, this whole deal that we're in is about consistency. And I don't know whether it's consistency each day or if it's consistency throughout the weekend. Either way, I don't really care. I'm not expecting to win anything. I'm not out here to win. I'm just out here to participate and have fun. And that's it. I'm thinking I'm going to probably pull up into the lanes and just hang out and BS with some people and get ready to go and start having some fun today. So in the left hand lane,
all right, and in the right hand lane, that is Nathan Simon on the Swift Current. That's a 1985 Mercury Capri. He's packed a Chevrolet LS motor underneath. Look at that one, 6 meters. That thing should be fast. Those box bodies are always quick, but once you start getting into like some of those higher displacement engines and some of the more modern stuff, they go real fast. So we will see what the Capri can pull out here today. The investor is lined up. He is safe here. Both stages.
So I've identified the fact that by my AFR gauge I'm running lean. Not super lean, but I'm definitely running lean at the top end. I see my float ball levels are low, and it's cruising at a real nice AFR, or at least it was yesterday. So I'm going to leave the primary side. I'm going to up the secondary jets a couple numbers, and I'm actually going to raise both float bowl levels, just like one flat on the adjustment, and I guess we're going to see what we do from there. I'm going to leave my increased timing where it was, because I know it seems happy in most ways. It just doesn't have the, well, it's just not performing like I'd like it to yet. But you know what, we're getting there. We'll just keep working, trying things, doing things, and we'll figure it out. So it's nice having the trailer. I was able to just pop this off quick. I've got it set up so that it pops off really easy. And yeah, let's just pop this thing apart and we'll make some shit happen. Holy man, it's a good thing I caught this. It's my electric choke wire that also excites my alternator, and it was just laying there because I'm not using it currently, but this stupid thing's burning up. I'm amazed that I didn't light my old self on fire. Better get this thing fixed up before I go back down the track. So here's where it gets dicey, and I lost some footage and I didn't really take much of anything because I was more worried about getting it fixed so that I could make another pass. I needed to be able to hand in 2 time slips that day. I only had one and I had a burnt up car. It ended up all the wiring for the voltage regulator and of course the electric choke, which I didn't even worry about putting that back on there, but all of that wiring burned up, and I believe either something got pinched or quite possibly maybe when I wired it initially I didn't have high enough temperature rating wire. I'm not sure. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'll get it all redone and I'll reroute the wire so it doesn't happen again. But either way, I redid all that wiring, and wouldn't you know it, it still wouldn't freaking charge. So I decided I better run home and get an alternator and a voltage regulator or two. It was like a NASCAR pit crew. We speedily ripped the parts off Hayden's truck and found the 4 voltage regulators that I had. Yes, I had 4 and I didn't bring a single freaking one of them with me. So we're all ready and we're headed back to the track. Thank goodness Alyssa drives like a madman. We'll be there in no time flat. So we decided, even though the wiring wasn't fixed, or the wiring was fixed but it was not charging yet, we should get our butts to the lanes and make one more pass just on battery power and hope for the best so that we can hand in our 2 time slips and hopefully, upon hope, get this thing fixed and do the drive. So that's what we did, and here's that run.
The 1850 will roll through at an 1852 at 77 miles an hour. Now again, we're collecting the lap times and trying to get those lap times as close together as possible. So again, ultimate speed, not necessarily what you need, but dead consistency is what we are shooting for here today. All right, Doug 7A in a 2024 Mustang, 5 liters, 460 horsepower, and has found Elvira in the right-hand lane. That belongs to Cley. That's a 1974 Plymouth Duster. He's making 400 horsepower with a 360 cubic inches of horsepower. This is a fun matchup. I like this. This is one of the most useful things that's happened.
Now, unfortunately, for whatever reason, I let off the gas before I hit the 1320, which kind of chokes me up. I ended up 1386 at like 98 miles an hour. So basically learned nothing from that pass, but I was able to have a second slip to turn in, even though it was garbage. So we were pretty fortunate that way. And then from there, we just concentrated on trying to get that stupid thing fixed. Well, after screwing around out here in the sun and the wind and the rain all bloody day, trying to sort this thing out, I haven't figured it out. I put it back in the box while I knew it would still start. I'm gonna load it up, take it home, and do my best to figure it out so I can race again tomorrow. Now, lucky saved the skin of my ass. They actually canceled the driving portion of today's Dragon Drive because of the tornadoes that were sighted and heavy hail and whatnot along our drive route. Some of the folks that were better and got going on time actually maybe got caught in it. We're not sure yet. But I was here and some of the organizers talked to me and says, just please don't go. So I'm not going. And I was going to go. I was going to leave if it had to be at friggin' midnight. But you know what? Realistically, I'll just be back here in the morning. So I guess that's it. Big failure for me today. My times were crap. My everything was crap. But my last run, I finally spun off the line. I'm finally making a little bit more horsepower, it looks like. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to turn things around. I got some of my mile an hour back. I got back up to that 102 mile an hour area where it's still 3 mile an hour down, but at least we're going in the right friggin' direction. I could see that I was running lean, so I've taken some steps to mitigate that. I was screwing around trying to figure that out when I found out that my car had just about burnt down and my alternator wasn't working. So, oh man, it's just been a wild day. I have to say it's still a lot of fun and I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I guess that's it for now. Well, I'm home. The night of day 2, I'm going to try and get this thing fixed so that it charges, and we're going to see what we can do, because it's just driving me crazy. I had it charging at 13.5 for a minute there, which is way less than the 14.4 that it normally charges at. But you know what? I don't know. I'm home. I've got some good diagnostic testing equipment. So I'm going to clean all this junk out of the trailer here. I'm going to have 2 or 3 quick beer to straighten out my thinking process. And I'm going to get after it, and I'm going to make this happen because I absolutely want to run tomorrow. Now, I feel really bad about some of the fellas that made the drive. Way nicer cars than mine, and way more experienced at doing this kind of thing. And there's guys that are like, they're stuck in hailstorms. They're broke down on the side of the frickin' road in major hailstorms. And I feel super fortunate, but I feel bad for the fellas that are going through all that. Well, here we are, day 3. Let's hope today goes a hell of a lot better than yesterday, because that wasn't, it was still better than working, but it still wasn't a whole heck of a lot of fun either. So let's get things set up and get at her. Well, we're all ready. Tires back on. It's charging beautiful, just like it used to did. And got my favorite puppy dog with me. Got the drag tires on and driver's meeting, and let's go make some noise. Hopefully my my film crew shows up pretty soon. Nobody was too interested in getting up early 3 days in a row, but whatever, you know what, I'm here to have fun, and whatever coverage we can get of it to share with you guys on this video is just all bonus. Driver's meeting's over and done with. Let's get in the lanes and make something happen. Maybe we can be fast for a change today. Let's see.
Is Elvira, mistress of the dark. Good to see it out making passes again this morning. He had a good day yesterday. I suspect that. Here it's wide open all the way as he's out past 1,000 feet and down through the quarter mile. He goes through at a 13:47.
Well, the ET wasn't quite what I'd hoped, but I got a new personal 1.9 60 foot. I still left super soft, but the track is really good today. So cautiously optimistic I'm going to be able to improve on that. The 13:37.99, which I can't remember if that's the best this weekend or not. I don't even care. But the 1.9 60 foot is obviously going in the right direction. So thanks to the Mickey Thompson ET Street R's, and I guess just let's keep going. Let's keep trying to make things better.
In the right-hand lane, that is Cley Summits. That's a 1974 Plymouth Duster, 360 cubic inches of Mopar, 400 horsepower, for Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. The Firebird on its way, a .04 on the tree. Man, this is turning into a solid drag race out at half track. Man, it is tough to see who is in the lead. We'll have to go to the timing lights for this one. Absolutely. Oh, and cubic inches of Ford does not disclose the horsepower on this one. Oh, again, a bit of a step out of the back tires at the hit of the throttle. Galleries are back up though without issue. Going down the track nice and straight now. And the Fox body goes through at a 1078, 128 miles per hour.
I fear you might get dusted.
So just a recap of my weekend. I'll be honest with you, I totally get why the whole drag and drive scene has become so popular. It was so much fun. I had such a crappy day on the Saturday and I didn't even get to make the drive, but oh man, what a freaking ball. And in the end, you know what was wrong with that freaking charging circuit? When I fixed the wiring, I had actually sent my helpers into the city to get a new plug to go into the voltage regulator because the other one was effed up. The new plug that I got didn't have a contact inside the one hole. So the whole time, the only brand new part that I put on there was the friggin' problem. But I mean, I ended up I cut a plug off my race car and wired that into the system, and it worked freaking perfect right off the bat. I did so much work and I screwed around so much. I didn't even think to check that one brand new part. You would not believe how choked I was when I looked in there, and that was bad. But anyway, that doesn't even matter anymore. The whole experience was great. If you're local to my area or local to Saskatchewan, Alberta, Manitoba, if you get an opportunity to take part in the home quarter drag and drive that's based out of Saskatchewan International Raceway, just south of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, you're crazy not to go. It's an awesome event. This was his first year. It was very well run this year, so there's no reason that it's not going to be just better and better going forward. Had a ball. It's a great thing to do. Already thinking about what I can do, things that I should address with my car, things that I figured out. You know, nothing's going to help you make your car better, and nothing's going to help you make your car more road trip worthy. Just taking it out and driving it and see what breaks. There's a few little things like the switch, the thermostatic switch that turns my fan on my transmission cooler. It comes on at 180. Well, that's crazy. It's too hot. I gotta find one that comes on at like say 150 or something like that. And you know, but I never knew, because if you don't drive it very far, it never gets that hot, so you never have to worry about it. But anyway, a few little things that I'm going to change. I'm going to be back with a vengeance for next year. Ideally, the car will be more proven and tested, and I'll be faster and more consistent for next year. But thanks a lot to the folks involved in the home quarter drag and drive. And for any of you that are still watching after all my rambling and my troubles that I've been having, thank you for watching too.